Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very different final episode of the Battleborn series. This is the Irish Android here. So yeah, we have actually finished up playing through every single character in the game, all 30 of them. So I thought, why not make a personal tier list on which characters I like, which characters I don't like. I'll explain my choices for each of them. So yeah, let's start off with Alani here. I'm gonna put her in B tier because character-wise, she just is kind of a bland version of Korra from Avatar: Legend of Korra. She does decent enough heals. Her kit is pretty imaginative with all the water things, like pushing people with tides, locking them in geysers. Yeah, and if you want to watch gameplay, just go back through of each of these. Just go back through the playlist and just watch the gameplay of them. So yeah, another thing about Lonnie is I actually have written up a character idea to allow her to move from being in Overwatch from being into Battleborn into Overwatch. So if any of you are interested in that, just comment below and I'll try and make a video about it. You'll be up first. Okay, here we have Umbra. Again, Umbra was alright. I haven't played her enough to say I like her or dislike her. And in fact, the video I did on her is my first hands-on experience playing her, and it was decent enough. Just it's kind of hard to explain. Other than she's alright. So here we have. So let's move on to Atlas, and I am going to put him into the low S rank. At first, when I first saw him going through character trailers and stuff like that, I wasn't impressed. He was just a big brute monster guy, just big dumb brute guy. And then I played his DLC, his raid, and I just fell in love with his kind of cockney. Well, I wouldn't say cockney, but his kind of sluggish British. Not British, but English demeanor, as well as the fact that his entire DLC story is written in noir style, and that just cracked me up. Okay, I'm gonna put Beatrix now into the C tier. Design and personality wise, she's actually brilliant. Gameplay wise, again, I would put her higher than Lolly and Umbra, but there's one thing that puts her down a peg. I'm afraid of needles, so yeah. Benedict is bland as all hell, so I'm just gonna slap him in here into C tier. He's incredibly bland. Flying rocket launcher dude. Like once you play Farah in Overwatch or Rogos in Paladins, you've played them all, and it just didn't impress me. Moving on, slapping Boulder up here into S tier because he is it's a riot to play as Tiny Reinhardt. That and his default taunt is just a hilarious thing. So go on, yeah, the Woodsman. I'll leave you there. Caldarius, I'm going to slap into the higher C tier, because he reminds me of Transformers. Again, I didn't particularly know what I was doing when I was playing as him, but I still enjoyed myself doing it. The Andy goes into the D tier, just mainly because I just found her extremely confusing to play with, and I really didn't like it. I was really confused, and I wasn't quite sure what the hell I was doing. Eldragon goes into the A tier because I love playing as him, just running around punching people. Ernest will go into the higher B tier. Uber and because um, because he's decent enough. Like, I really do like Renader characters in games, and he is decent enough. It was a bit confusing once I first started trying him out. But yeah, Galilea, I'm gonna slap into D tier. Again, it's nothing against gameplay wise, it's nothing against concept and design wise. Well, a wee bit design wise, concept wise, because she's just a generic person with a sword and shield. It's just her kit is kind of confusing for me. I still don't understand how you become your Shadow Demon self properly. Galt, I'm gonna put into the top of the C tier. Assuming. He's alright. He's a combination of most of the characters I like from Overwatch. Roadhog with Puck, Reaper with shotguns, and Junkrat with traps. So Galt is grand. Now Isaac. And I really should have actually. You know what? Give me a sec. Here, you get. Row above. You, my friend, get your very own tier, Isaac. I spelled tier wrong, so let's just rectify that. Bug. You move up. I'll move you down, and we'll call you the S tier. And Isaac gets his very own tier because he's the best boy, he's the best character, and whatever you say, Isaac is just the best. Kelvin, I'm going to slap up into the A tier because at first I didn't really, I wasn't really impressed with him, but when recording the episodes, like you saw it yourself, I was incredibly amazed at how well that I did with Kelvin. So you put here, Kid Ultra. I had made you a specific tier for yourself. I really don't like you, Kid. Cleese, top of the D's. Because he is. Actually, no, let's put you into the low C. Because you are a bit fun to play as, but you're just kind of boring and require a lot of babysitting. Marquis, you get put at top of the A's because I love your design. I would put you into the S. Why is that a 3? That should be S. Okay, so yeah, Marquis is put in top of the A tiers because What is he? I love the personality. I love that he's robotic butler. I love Houdini. The reason why he's not in an S tier for me is that I'm a terrible sniper. What of it? Melka goes into D tier mainly because I can't play her properly. Miko gets slapped ahead of into the top of the B tier. Montana gets slapped up into S tier. Miko, he's the best healer in the game, in my opinion. He's fun. The kunai's fun. The healing beams, fun. Smoke bombs, yeah. Montana is best boy, innocent soul, and I would love to have him as a friend in real life. Randy, I'm going to put you at the bottom of, actually at the top of D tier. I know that's gonna upset a lot of people, but you just don't do it for me, I'm afraid, my dear. Oscar Mike, I'm going to slap into the A tier because I do like playing as him. I do like his personality. It's fun. Um, Whenever he yells the Fury Paleo line, it just makes me crack up with laughter. That was a voice break. My god. Pendles, you're going to be going ahead of him because Pendles I find a lot more fun, and I still need to find the music for his trailer. Phoebe, you get put at top of the D tier as well. Rat gets put here into the along Rat. Just generic swordplay characters. Reyna, I had a bit of fun with you, so I'm going to slap you here into the C tier and put Shane and Orox. Yeah, right behind Beatrix in the C tier as well. Yeah, because I had a lot of fun playing E as well. Thorn, and somewhere between here. So I'm just going to slap you behind Rafe. Again, it's more to do with the aim sort of things. I'm blind as bat. Toby, you get slapped right here behind Oscar Mike. I'm still annoyed that that the recording for your episodes just I still don't know what happened, and I'm annoyed at that. And Skip Foxtrot, you are going to be put into the second highest part of the S tier because I prefer you over Oscar Mike. Yeah, here's my rankings on my personal opinion on who is the best character, personality wise, gameplay wise. If you want to watch the gameplay again, the playlist will be linked in the video. And yeah, so that is it for the Battleborn month. And I'll see you in the next series where we will be playing